the creation of the world. Most of what we know about Norse mythology comes from two sources, the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda. The Poetic Edda is attributed author is a seeress that we don't know much about, a giant, who Emily will be singing a part of. The Prose Edda was written by a real human being, Snorri Sturluson, who I will be singing a part of.
Like a part of the Ice and Fire.
Okay. I need to be able to yell at you now. That's my job in Sassafrass. I yell at people.
That's your job in real life. You're a teacher.
Ice and fire, ice and fire, ice and fire, mixing with the ice and fire, ice and fire, ice and fire, roaring with the ice and fire.
I remember from the first days how the 9 worlds came to be, and they remember me.
Ice and fire, roaring with the ice and
And since you asked me for this story, I will answer from the first day to the last. Those words will see.
Lady, may I join you? I am Snorri, son of Sturl, and I have spent my short life studying your tales. The old gods and their enemies, the Aesir and their fate, I will preserve them though man's memory grows frail. And together we will sing into the distant ages, wisdom older than Odin's runes. And if we need, we'll borrow mead from Bragi's hall and weave our Eddas, and in them true. Of the 9 worlds come first, there is Midgard, home to the dwarves and men. There is Vanaheim, which the Vanir tend. There is Asgard fair, where the chosen dwell, while the rest are cast to the halls of hell. There is Jotunheim, where the giants roam, and trolls make icy caves their home. There is Light Elfheim, where the elves were sent, and High Gimle, which has not come yet. But in early days when time was formed and gods and beasts were not yet born, there were just 2 worlds, and the first was made of ice. Frozen Niflheim, the northern world, and opposite stood Muspelheim, the southern world of flame. And deep in Niflheim lies fair Grimir, the spring, and from it dragons, snakes, and poison flow like rain. And they pour down, 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 down into Gnungaga, the ancient where swirl the chaos and the dark and sparks pour down, 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 down into Gnungaga, where nothing is but all things start.
And there they
Mix and churn and freeze and burn and mix and churn and freeze and burn, mix and churn and freeze and burn, and from that mix came Mimir, monster, cold-born father, firstborn son of a swirling blackbird, stood so fast though you sailed for a winter, fast his ships could never cross, churn and freeze.
And he was also known as Algelmir.
Yes, thank you, Snorri.
And the giant lived on the icy hills and screamed his hunger as giants will. But Gnungaga heard his firstborn's howl and bird for him an enormous cow. How Tuma, the ice cow, whose milk flowed sweet and soft. She lived on Niflheim's frozen rim and licked the salty frost. The first thing was born when first his fierce eyes closed. And as he slept there grew a giant from his armpit stench, and trolls crawled from the filth between his toes. And rats would envy how fast they bred so many sons with many heads, and ice fair daughters with witch black minds, the many shapes of Jotun kind. And out Humla the ice cow, so many mouths to feed, she labored hard at her salty work to meet their growing need. And from that frozen world, softened by a mother's touch, a new creation rose. From the icy I remember when at whom the creature first got from the ice, creature shining gold and icy, and his name was Burn. For a wife he took a Jotun daughter, fierce as she was fair. With their sons began the change. Her name was Vesla. First owner could let life move and speak. Second loader granted its inner heat, while the spirit that departs with death came from the third god of wind and breath, who was Odin, not all father yet.
Excuse me, honored seeress, I thought his brothers were Ve and Vili.
Maybe in your head a Snorri, but not in mine. I remember when the brothers that of Gideon had the icy mountains shattered as they clashed.
Pouring with the ice, and for the fight they fashioned bright spears out of
Ice? Did trolls?
cheese.
Cunning and stood
Fast before she fell at last, and blood poured down, 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 down into Ganunga. The ancient pit where still the ice and fire spin, and blood poured down, 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 down into Ganunga Gap, and overflowed its salty rim. And the Jotuns drowned, and the giants drowned, and the witches drowned, and the monsters drowned, and the maidens drowned, and the children drowned, and the mothers drowned, and the fathers, and out Humla the ice cow perished with the rest. But one wise Jotun, his sons and wife still clung for their lives to the floating ice, and in Niflheim's depths made landfall safe, and so survived the Jotun race. And that place we call Jotunheim.
indeed.
And his name was Bergelmir.
And next the brothers Honir,
They.
Loder, and Odin. Or would you have another name for Odin too?
Well, since you ask, his names are Gupgang, Larry, Harrion, and Hameri, Thekthud, Bridi, Udsat, Harblidi, Vilye, Kalye, Hairtime, Nikar, Singaton, Sweetball, Lithuania, Kalar, Sitskeg, Balder, Skirnir, Katsavit, Sitwood, Niku, Gulnir, Kosavit, Alfat, 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 Sitwood, Farmature, Gilding, Farmature, Harrion, Kalar, Bitter, Foran, Nikin, Jock, and Thud, and Rimmed, and Hangogut, and Captain Good, and Farmagut, and
Bravely done.
and those names mean
You wouldn't.
that means welcome to twin. Birdies are means islands, Lily, Hell's World, Egg,
And from his blood the soul changes. His brain flows down to the
from a good and from a tear, both mean God of guts, with the good and from the tear, both mean God of guts, prostitute, Rudder, Heri are Havi and Afnir and Felter, Fimbalter and Valthith and Alderfather.
And Vegtam.
That one is just an alias.
Now the cosmos was at last complete.
But you skipped the most important part.
I covered Jotunheim.
I meant Asgard.
You tell your story here and I'll tell mine, 'cause I was there before the gods who taught you speech, even born, and all at last your nods to fire warring with the ice. And even Odin knows that danger lies in asking me too much, and I shall teach the same to you. For I know what fate your schemes will bring, twisting Iceland's counsels and Norway's king. You will die, sterile son, from a kinsman's plot, and a traitor's death means a traitor's lot. When axe time, sword time, coming closer, wind time, wolf time, sundown.
Stop! Lady, mortal men have walked this earth and faced our icy fate, while you have spent this long age hiding in your grave. And when the trumpet calls, though dead, I'll answer still, while I have heard that you yourself are not so brave. So don't push me, lady, or need we tell another tale, your secret name, and your famous young, and your infamous husband, who wouldn't heed his brother's lesson. A wise man knows when to keep his tongue. But I thank you for your tale.
You know my story well.
I had you as a teacher and have kept your verses ever at my side. And if as my ambitions flare the Norns would have me fail, then I shall fall with you and Odin as my guides. And together we will sing into the distant ages, wisdom older than Odin's runes. And if we need, we'll borrow mead from Bragg's hall and